Hello, you're watching HW News. This is Anusha. Let's have a quick look at the headlines today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch a slew of welfare and development projects in Ranchi today, weeks ahead of the assembly polls scheduled this year end. He will also launch the Kisan Montanana Yojana, pension scheme and residential school schemes. A pension scheme for small and marginal farmers will secure lives of estimate 5 crore farmers across the country, including 10 lakh in Jharkhand, by providing a minimum pension of Rs 3,000 per month to those who attain the 60-year-old of age. Now, the scheme has an outlay of Rs 10,774 crore for the next 3 years. In Jharkhand, more than 1.16 lakh farmers have registered themselves under the scheme so far. The Prime Minister will launch constructions of 462 residential schools in the tribal-dominated blocks across the country by 2022. Now, a total of 69 such schools will be started in Jharkhand. These will be opened in every block with more than 50% tribal population, as well as those that have at least minimum 20,000 tribal population. Now, P.K. Mishra is appointed as the new Principal Secretary of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's office. On Wednesday, he replaced Nirmala Mishra, who served as Principal Secretary to Prime Minister Modi until August 38th. P.K. Mishra was the additional Principal Secretary in the first Modi government and continued in that post after BJP came to power for the second time. Now, in June, he was also given the rank of a cabinet ministry as well. Now, moving on, days after the government prescribed steep penalties for traffic offenders under an amendment law, a number of states have now decided to stage protest in their respective jurisdictions on humanitarian grounds. Ironically, leading the charge are BJP-ruled states. Gujarat's Vijay Rupani government was the first to reduce the fines prescribed under the amended Motor Vehicle Act on Tuesday, bringing it down to at least low to 10% of the actual amount for some offenders. Now, other BJP-ruled states such as Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka came up with a similar announcement soon afterwards, indicating that they may also consider making drastic changes in their end if the government did not reconsider or at least scale down the newly prescribed penalties that they say could become a burden to the people. Now, while opposition-ruled states such as Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Delhi have also hinted at taking similar steps, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has flatly rejected any possibilities in her state being forced to cough up such harsh penalties.
Not implementing research which is passed in the Delhi, this parliament, we are not implementing because it's a very harsh also. If of course we are giving a special drive for safe drive, safe life, and you know that how we are working, how our police are also working, even the NGOs, the students, everybody is helping us, even including the school, college, press, media also. So they are taking all care for that. Even the accident is decreased also for that. They are doing very good work, praiseworthy work. But this Motor Vehicles Act I cannot implement right now because our opinion is, our government officials, all the government officials and the policy decision making bodies, their opinion is that if we implement it, it will be very overburdened to the people.
Now, Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari has also backed Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's comment linking millennials' preference for Uber and Ola cabs to the slowdown in the auto sector. Nirmala Sitharaman's comment had triggered strong reactions on social media as well as drew the opposition's criticism. She said that some studies had revealed that there was a change in the mindset of the millennials not to commit on to monthly installment for buying their own vehicles. Nitin Gadkari had further said that his ministry is charting out a way to uplift the automobile industry with the help of Finance Minister.
Sir, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has spoken about the slump in auto sector. She has said that millennials are not committing themselves to EMI, and plus they are using Ola and Uber. Do you think that this could be the reason?
That is also one of the reasons. Somewhere because of global economy, because of business cycle, because of demand and supply, there is a problem. Somewhere the manufacturing was more than expectation. Now it is a problem. So the government is with the industry. This is the industry which is employment provider and at the same time having a great contribution in the growth rate. So we are very sensitive about it. The finance ministry, my ministry, we are seriously considering lot of things for them. And I am confident in due course of time, we will definitely, the sector is going to reform and they will give the good results. And I am expecting India will become a manufacturing hub of automobile, #1 hub of automobile. Why we are implementing that? Because to create the fear and respect for the law, that no one can do this type of thing. So that is the reason behind it. If you obey the law, if you are not going to violate the law, you need not give any fine for that. So there is a problem, neither respect, neither fear about the law. And for the reason we are implementing this. Now you understand, 30 years before, the fine was 100 rupees. Now it become 500 rupees. So you tell me what is the cost of 100 rupees after 30 years. Still there is a provision that state government can decide 100 to 5,000, 500 to 5,000. So they can decide 600, 700 or something what they want to decide. There is no problem about it. But this is not a revenue earning proposal. This is proposal for saving the life of the people. We are losing 2% of GDP because of road accident. We have 150 lakh people's death are there. And out of which the 65% youth, the age belongs to 18 to 35. Is it good for the country? Is it not the responsibility of the government to save the life of these people? So that is the spirit behind the law. It is not the intention of the government to increase the fine to get revenue for the government.
Now, tension along the line of actual control flared up following a face-off between Indian and Chinese troops in the eastern Ladakh. The standoff that lasted a day, however, ended after a delegations-level talks were held. The Indian and the Chinese troops were reportedly engaged in a confrontation near the northern bank of the Congo Lake in Ladakh, two-thirds of which is controlled by China. Now, the army sources said that the tension escalated when Indian troops on patrol were confronted by the soldiers of the People's Liberation Army of China. This resulted in a scuffle, with the two sides sending more soldiers to the area. Taking to Twitter, Indian Army had said that there was a face-off between the two armies, but it got over after the delegation-level talks between the two sides. Now, the face-off is over now and it has de-escalated and disengaged fully after the delegation-level talks on Wednesday. Now, a 6-year-old boy has lost his life and his grandfather injured after their two-wheeler was hit by a car in a cavalcade of the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat in Alwar district of Rajasthan. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat was returning from a program when the incident happened and there were 8 to 10 cars. The car involved in the accident is yet to cease, the police said. Now, an Indian Army officer posted in the India contingent in the United Nations peacekeeping mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo has been missing since Saturday after he went kayaking in Lake Kivu. Lieutenant Colonel Gaurav Solanki had gone kayaking with a group of officers and all of them returned except Solanki. Rescue as well as the search operation are on with the speedboat and helicopters being used to locate the officer. 4 days on and the search operation is yet to yield results. But the Congo has the largest deployment of Indian Army on foreign soil. The Indian Brigade there is headquartered at Goma, the capital of North Kivu province. And for more news updates, log on to www.hwnews.in.
Namaskar. HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. What we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in English, Hindi and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. We get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.